Well, hey, we're Trey and Melody Lover, and we're the host of Undone Redone, the podcast where we're not afraid to look around through the lens of messy.
And we're very qualified to talk about messy. Trey and I were married for 11 years and divorced for 6 years and have been remarried for 5 years. And we love to bring people on the show that can talk about their own Undone Redone message.
So look for us on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. We'd love to have you tune in. Also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Undone Redone. Tune in, the show where we talk about the messiness of life.
It's the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 15th of October. I'm James Spann. One more dry day, then some showers tomorrow. Very cool air for the end of the week, and the latest data is suggesting, maybe a little rain as we start the weekend, as the models are finally starting to agree. Let's go in there and take a look. We'll begin with the big picture, if you will. The water vapor satellite view across the nation this morning. Big upper trough in the west. We note that high-altitude moisture streaming in from Tropical Depression Octavie in the Gulf of California, kind of coming up through Texas and Oklahoma, Missouri. But around here, things are quiet for one more day. But man, back in that trough, it's cold. A lot of 20s and 30s over the western states. You can see that tight gradient over the Texas Panhandle, and that is the air we will see at the end of this week. Going to be awfully chilly by Friday morning. On the watch warning map, got some freeze issues, advisories there down into the Texas Panhandle. And in South Texas, still some counties under a flash flood watch, the counties down there in green. But the good news, no severe weather with that trough, just some 5% circles over Texas and around the Great Lakes, and certainly no severe weather here, probably not much rain tomorrow through Thursday. However, the QPF numbers are coming up, and the reason for that is that the GFS is now on board with the European for the possibility of rain on Saturday, as you'll see as we go through the modeling here in just a little bit. So that's 2 rain events there. This is valid through Sunday morning, and that's showing about 3/4 of an inch here. Tropics are quiet in the Atlantic Basin. Nothing happening there. I think for the Gulf, the tropical season pretty much over. There might be something later, but I guess major hurricanes, that threat is pretty much off the board as the water is starting to cool down. Over in the Pacific, there's Octavie, the dying tropical system in the Gulf of California, helping to spread some high-altitude moisture up into the southern U.S. And Priscilla, that is a tropical storm, and that will fizzle out over the open Pacific. The biggest story globally, I guess, is this thing. This is Typhoon Wifa, which is coming up on Japan. That'll sideswipe Japan in about 12 hours. Is a Category 1 passing just east of Tokyo. And as long as it stays east of Tokyo, then it won't be too bad. But they'll certainly get a lot of wind and rain there in that big city. We'll check the GFS. This is the Global Forecast System, valid at 1 o'clock this afternoon at 500 millibars. You can see out west, part of the trough kind of lifts out, part of the trough hangs back. But down here, we've still got broad ridging, so today will feature a mixture of clouds and sunshine, the high between 75 and 79 for most spots. Surface low is between Minneapolis and Madison, with a trailing front down to Oklahoma City, and showers are possible later today along that boundary, places like Little Rock, St. Louis, Dallas-Fort Worth, but we stay dry. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock, here comes the front, here come the showers. Looks like tomorrow morning could be dry, but the showers should begin tomorrow afternoon, but it doesn't look like a big rain event. Let's go to the high-res NAM. This is valid tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock, and it shows rain mainly along and north of Interstate 59, with a heavier rain up in Tennessee. And then this is 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, and again, it's got some, light rain around, but nothing especially heavy, and I don't think we'll have any thunder. So definitely a chance of showers tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. This is Thursday at 1 o'clock. The cooler air begins to blow in. We'll kind of sit in the low and mid-60s all day with a north breeze. I think the day will be mostly cloudy. And again, there could be some lingering light rain. In fact, this is the NAM on Thursday at 1 o'clock, and it actually looks fairly wet. So we will clearly mention some risk of light rain at times on Thursday. Cloudy, much cooler. And again, we will kind of hover in the mid-60s all day. It'll be a different feeling day. And then Friday, dry air settles in. We should start the day down in the 40s, although the thickness value is not quite as low on this run. And ooh, look to the west. You can see that train a-coming. That next wave over Texas. And all of a sudden, the GFS looks like the European. I tried to be an optimist yesterday, and go with the Chamber of Commerce weather because it is a big weekend. We got football and, races at Talladega. Let's just go to Saturday and Yep, the GFS looks wet. Here's the European, and it looks wet. And accordingly, we will change our forecast to reflect wet. The timing of this, obviously, we'll have to fine-tune that later. We're just going to mention a few periods of rain on Saturday. When will it start? When will it stop? Now that we're just getting model agreement, it's very hard to define that start-stop time, but certainly any time during the day is fair game. We figure the rain will be ending Saturday evening, and again, we'll try and give you some specifics on that maybe tomorrow or certainly on Thursday. Hopefully the rain will be out of here by Saturday evening because there are some Saturday night events. And then Sunday, that looks cold. Man, look at that. That's a day with cold air advection. That's going to be breezy and very cool. The high would be in the 60s with a pretty stiff north breeze and a tight pressure gradient. But for the big race at Talladega, no problems. The weather looks fine. Highs would be in the 60s. Kind of cool, but a fall kind of cool. That's the way it should be. And then Monday, that's going to be a cold morning. The GFS is showing 44, and it's got a warm bias. That could get us in spots in the 30s Monday morning. But the day should be sunny, and this is a week from today. That looks cool and dry. Go out there a few more days. This is October the 27th. Pretty strong troughing coming in with a cold front. Looks like it's going to turn colder after that. So signs of multiple cold fronts on the way, reflecting the time of the year. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can, catch us on ABC 3340 News this evening on the live stream of the television side at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.